All right, I think we are live. Double check.
Great.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to this WhisperTranscribe live webinar, demo, Q&A, whatever you want to call it. Thank you, Laurin, for joining us to showcase your cool tool. So first of all, where are you from?
I'm Austrian, so based out of Vienna and looking into the snowy backyard at the moment. So
Oh, you have a lot of snow there too, yeah?
yeah, definitely at the moment.
Oh, that's
And
great.
thanks a lot for having me, Joe. It's very nice that I can just give a quick demo of our app and walk through some use cases on how to use it. Yeah, looking forward to it.
No, yeah, this should be fun. Obviously, it's a crowded space AI world that we're in now. So there's a lot of tools to choose from, and people ChatGPT and other things they want to work with, and then these tools come out and they say, "Do I need this? What's the use case?" So how did you get started on first of all creating WhisperTranscribe? What made you go down that road and say, "Hey, I think I want to make a tool like this"? Or did you have friends that helped you? And
Yeah, definitely. So we are a team of three at the moment. We have a designer and a developer that works on this full time. And I'm kind of like the filling in all the gaps. I do all the marketing and all the operations and all that part. And initially, the idea came to us when we saw some apps building very cool wrappers around ChatGPT, where you can just enter your own API key and then access ChatGPT like this instead of having to pay for the premium subscription. So that's how we started out with WhisperTranscribe. Initially, the app was just a wrapper around the Whisper API from OpenAI. And the way it worked is that you paid us once for the license, and then you could use your own API key and just pay as you go. We have changed that model recently, just because we did find that a lot of our users were a little bit confused with like the API key and having to sign up at OpenAI, and then
yeah,
all of that quickly became a bit too much. So we thought, all right, let's make it easy on users, give them the option to just get one of either the AppSumo deal that we have at the moment, where it's just out of the box working, you don't have to add anything, or just pay for transcription minutes directly. And yeah, that's how all of this started,
oh,
and
that's great.
that's where we're at now.
Yeah, I shared the AppSumo deal link in the comments. So if anybody's not familiar with the tool, they could check it out there. The deal, it's very good. It's got good limits, I gotta say. I'm a fan of the BYOK, bring your own key. I like that feature where you can add it. I can understand why you're doing the credits. Make it easy for people, not as tech savvy. For anyone out there, newbies that are new to this AI world, basically the OpenAI key is like the fuel for the vehicle. Laurin built the car, and you go to the OpenAI, you open a free account, you put your credit card in there, and you pay as you go. And it's fairly inexpensive. The 3.5 turbo and the 4, right? Correct. The 4 is a little more, but 3.5 gets a job done for pennies, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's both the ChatGPT, also GPT 3.5 as well as 4, and then on top, of course, the Whisper API, which runs through the same account. You don't have to set up anything else except for those two,
Yeah.
except for like the one API key that you need to bring in, and yeah, that will give you. At least with the tier 2 deal on AppSumo, unlimited amount of transcripts and also unlimited amount of content generation.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, very cool. I don't know if you want to start showing, the
yeah,
platform, and
absolutely.
walk through it, and I'll watch
Let
for
me share my
questions.
screen.
Let's see.
Absolutely. If me, you can maybe scout the chat in case people
Yeah,
have
I'll keep
questions.
an
And
eye on all the eggheads we have in here. I think we have some on YouTube also. All right.
awesome. Cool. So yeah, this is the app. When you come in, you can click the new transcription button here on the top. We give a lot of different options on how you can get your audio into our app. So I think quite intuitive, adding any form of like file. You can add videos, you can add audios directly here from your machine. You can also search any podcasts. So for instance, if I search for Lex Friedman here, then I get like all the podcasts that have anything to do with Lex Friedman. And in this case, I chose this one, and then I can actually just go through all of the different episodes, search for an episode, choose one, and then also transcribe it right from here. There is the YouTube link that you can add, so you can just paste any YouTube URL here, and we'll transcribe that from YouTube directly, or you can record right in the app. There is two more things that I think are quite useful. First up, before you hit the Transcribe Now button, you can select the language. At the moment, we support 54 languages. The auto detection does work quite well, but sometimes it still makes sense to just pick the language in case you have like an intro song that is in a different language, or if there is maybe some elements of a different language in your podcast or in your audio. The other feature that's quite useful is to add custom spelling. One, for instance, would be my own name, which is very often incorrectly spelled, and also AI usually doesn't get it. So that's one thing that I always add. But of course, you can add your brand name, you can add your co-hosts or like your guest names, anything that comes to mind here. As soon as you've done that, you can hit the Transcribe Now button. And usually that takes a minute or two to transcribe the whole audio, depending on how long it is. And then that's where you get next. So as soon as it's transcribed, it will show up here on the left side. And I've already loaded a couple of different things in here just to give you a bit of an overview of what you can do. So this is really a bit the key part of our app. So from the audio, it will always automatically create a transcript. At the moment, I have a couple of other things selected, for instance, the show notes. So you see, all right, here you have the show notes of this particular episode that I transcribed. I also have a blog post here, so it also works quite well with long form content. And I think probably like the coolest feature is this new content piece here, which is really kind of a chat GPT, but then for your own audio. So you can add any form of prompt here. So really doesn't matter what you write here. It really
I
works.
enjoy this feature, by the way. It's really good.
Nice. Yeah, so you can really play around, see what works, what kind of content is good for you. You can add like a tone of voice to the prompt that you add, for instance, by saying, please write it in this and that style, or you add an example of like a style that you would like to imitate. And then you can generate the content. This is really like a little bit more kind of an iterative way to get the right content for you. Just because we've been seeing that everyone needs a little bit something different. So we want to give you all the flexibility that you might need. Then as soon as you have a prompt that you see produces pretty good results, you can actually hit this bookmark here. You can give this a name and then save it, and it will automatically show up in the content up here as a new piece of content. What you can also do is in the settings at the moment, you can decide which of these prompts that you want to automatically apply to all new transcripts, so you don't have to go through the same process over and over again. If you always kind of want the same pieces of content, for instance, for your podcast, then you can just play around, find a couple of prompts that work best for you, save them to the prompt library, and then automatically apply them to all future transcripts. Then next to this content hub, of course, we also have a transcript. This is going to be the full transcript. You can play it back here. You can, of course, also edit this transcript. You can download it in the most common formats for subtitles, so SRT and VTT. And in case you just want to paste it, for instance, at the bottom of your YouTube video or something like this, we also have like a little bit nicer formatted full transcript here without any of the timestamps. Yeah, so I think those are really the key parts of the app currently. Maybe a couple of words on where we are taking this. So the next things that we'll be adding to the app are speaker recognition, so that you also really have a nice overview of who says what when. We'll also improve some of this content generation and regeneration by adding like graphical user interface to let you set, for instance, the length, the tone of voice, and just make that a little bit easier. Of course, you can already do that by adding your own prompts at the moment, but that's one of the pieces that we'll add to just make your life a little bit easier.
Very cool.
Maybe I'll pause here for a second, see if there's any questions.
Oh yeah, we can start doing questions if you want. I could put them up on the screen. Let's see. We got one from Victor. Can I use it on a platform with end-to-end encryption like WhatsApp?
Yeah, good question. This is actually one of the ideas we've been toying around with. At the moment, it's not possible yet, but it's something that we're considering for 2024. So the way it would work is that we have like a WhatsApp bot that you can send audio files to. You get a transcript, and then you can also interact with it right in WhatsApp, so that you can say, for instance, /summary or something like this, and then this would be summarized for you.
Okay. Victor again. How accurate can it be if the speaker in an audio is not native English speaker or has an accent? I think, Laurin, you mentioned that happens with you sometimes with your name, with my name.
Absolutely. So, I mean, the general accuracy of the transcript is very good, even if people have an accent. OpenAI says it's 96% accurate. In reality, I think it's even more accurate, especially if you have somewhat of a decent audio quality. So the accent, I would say, doesn't matter as much as the quality of the audio.
Okay.
So, for instance, if it's like a home video where someone is standing 10 meters away and there's a lot of wind blowing, then like the accuracy drops a little bit. But overall, the accuracy is really, really high, especially for English.
So it'd be better to speak in the microphone using like Crisp AI or something to buffer out background noise, make it as clear as possible.
I think that does help, but
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
in almost all. So I mean, like we've been also having some of our customers that use it for YouTube, and YouTube trans the subtitles, and even there the accuracy is very high. And some of the stuff that they add is these home videos, where people stand. I don't know, police officer stands 10 meters further away and speaks into a car. And the accuracy is still very high, actually.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Jdeep, is there option or plans where we can translate transcripts?
Very good question. It's funnily enough, this was something that I was working on today. It is something that we're considering at the moment. We're talking to some providers for translations, DeepL at the moment, to see if that's something that we can add to the app in the future. It's still a bit work in progress, as we don't really know what kind of rates they have. And of course, it's quite challenging to keep the timestamp integrity when you translate, just because the languages are often quite different in the way they're structured. So we still want to obviously match the meaning of what is being said in a video or on a podcast at a specific point to the translation. So we're still working on finding a good way to do this, but I'm hopeful that this is something that we'll be adding in 2024 as well.
Okay, very good. Does it support local languages?
So it does support quite a lot of languages. So there is the full list on our website of languages that are supported. So you can go to.
How many is it? Like 50 languages or more? Or?
Yeah, it's 54 languages at the moment. Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot. Yeah.
You see the whole list of languages that we support on
and
our
you're constantly
website.
Updating more languages every so often.
So we are actually using OpenAI Whisper at the moment, and we're a little bit. It depends on what their plans are, if they will add languages.
Yeah.
So it really depends on them. It's a bit out of our sphere of influence.
Of course. Alberto, would it be able to remove certain things like or other stuff like that?
Yes, so it automatically does that already. Yeah.
Yeah, it does because I say every other word. So my transcription came out pretty nice because everything is okay, the safety
Yeah.
words. That's a really good feature.
Yes.
What can be the
Um,
maximum length of video audio?
There is not really a maximum length of video audio. I mean, as you've seen before, I was using the Lex Friedman example,
Yeah,
and if any of you listen to him, he tends to have very, very long episodes oftentimes, and that also works fine. And we've had some users that, yeah, I have added hours and hours of audio to get transcribed, and that worked well as well. At the
what about
moment,
the storage wise? If for audio uploading video, is it stored or is it like compressed? What
yes.
happens after
So, I mean, this is a desktop app, so it will always be on your system.
local? Yeah, so
We
that's
do
good.
need to, so for the audios that are quite long, we do cut them on our server to make them a bit shorter and then
Yeah.
send it like that to the API.
That's the benefit. I actually prefer. I know a lot of people are asking for the cloud app, which you might have in the future, but I like having a local desktop app. Just to keep the files local, keep it on my computer. Even the popular AI writer right now, Zim Writer. I don't know if you heard of that one. When it came out last year, everyone was like, "Wait, this is weird." You download it; it's not on the cloud, and now it's one of the most popular AI writers out there for just long form content. It doesn't do what
Mhm.
yours does. Different tool.
Not yet.
Or you don't do what that tool does, but maybe.
Exactly, exactly.
Let's see. Alberto again, does it support multiple languages on one video? Let's say primarily English, but there are some Spanish spoken in there.
That is an interesting question that I'm not 100% sure of,
Roadmap.
actually.
Like we on the
Yeah, no,
roadmap.
we have not had that as a use case before.
Yeah,
Um,
that could be useful.
my what I would expect is that it automatically translates the parts that are spoken in Spanish to English if your main language is English. And if you in the app select, hey, this the input language is English, then I'm pretty sure it will just automatically translate all the parts from Spanish to English that are not actually English.
Okay, thanks. How many languages does it support? We said around over 50 currently, right?
Yeah, exactly. And go to whispertranscribe.com and then scroll all the way down. In the FAQ, there is exactly the list of all the languages that we support.
Victor, does it filter out certain words such as swear words or there's no censorship? Also, does it flag certain things as copyrighted, just like, let's see, there's more here. Gotta scroll. ChatGPT often does. Well, you don't want to curse a little bit on your transcription, guys? Come on.
So the first part of the question is it does not cut anything out. Um, we are using GPT for the content creation part, but I've not run into any censorship issues.
Okay.
Yeah, curious to hear what your use case is, Victor.
Yeah.
I probably, if you, I don't know, talk about making a bump or something like this, it might not create a blog post
Yeah, about something like that.
accordingly. It could
Maybe
be. I'm not
he's
sure.
worried about, he's uploading like a Eddie Murphy video of him cursing a lot, and he wants those in there and not censor it.
Yeah, I think that will not be a problem.
Yeah, but anything that is illegal, probably they probably monitor that, or I have noticed with OpenAI they do censor. They did in the past some historical things, but that was from their end. So, can we transcript while we are live on Zoom, like subtitles?
That is currently not possible. We're really focused on creating content from your audio, and I know there is already like a flood of different AI tools that integrate right into Zoom, etc. And we just decided to not compete with them and not stay a little bit out of that one,
Okay.
just because it's a bit too far away from our core value proposition.
Okay, yeah, that's good. I have seen a lot of deals, especially when they come through AppSumo, is they start doing everything that everyone's requesting, and then they branch out to all over the place, and then the main purpose of the tool goes away, and then you have a lot of people who are upset and say, hey, I bought it for this, but it's great you're doing that, but stay on track, so the community is
Yeah.
definitely great. We'll give you a lot of ideas, but try to stay with your vision as much as you can, and get the product to scale, and then that's all bonus. I mean, I would be happy. I agree with him that if I could use this while I'm Zooming on Google Meet, yeah, great, but
Yeah.
can't do
Yeah, no,
everything.
makes sense, but indeed can't do anything, everything. Also,
Yeah.
regards to Jens, he's sending
Yeah,
greetings from
Jens,
Germany.
he's a
Yeah.
good guy from Germany, Austria. We got to get him on a live. He's a good guy. He's a big tool collector as well. All these platforms.
Nice.
Just asking out of curiosity. It's not like we're just joking, Victor. I know.
Yeah,
Victor's a good
indeed.
guy. He does it. He's not a cursor.
Uh,
Will it suggest some words like editing? See, considering SEO. So it's
um,
maybe like SEO wise optimization. Is that what you're talking about? Suggesting keywords. I think that's what while you're editing it, does
yeah.
it have that?
So this would be something that would be perfect for one of the custom prompts.
Yeah.
Depending on what piece of content you want to create, say a blog post or something like this, you could also prompt it and suggest keywords
Yeah.
for your blog post, and then feed also those keywords back into the blog post before you
Yeah.
create it.
Just like you could with
So
ChatGPT, where
exactly.
we can use even tools like Neuron Writer and Surfer SEO. These tools are out there. Neuron Writer, I think, has an LTD running, or they just did. And you could actually go in there first, create the blog title. It'll give you suggested keywords for the blog title, and then copy paste just the keywords, put them into WhisperTranscribe. Say, please write an article, a blog post, including these keywords, right?
Yeah.
And then you could say after in a fifth grade reading level, or some way to optimize it a little more, so it's a little more SEO friendly, or an optimized article. Is there a character limit in the custom prompt input field?
Yes, currently there is a character limit, but I think 2,500 characters,
Oh, okay.
and we might actually expand on that a bit
That's a good
and make
amount.
it larger. Yeah.
That's a good amount. What's up? I don't know who you are. You need to click on the link, the wave link I put in the chat. Oh wait, that's Jay. Jay's got to know better. Jay's another fellow founder, good guy. He's got a tool out there, Dubair, and VIP voiceover. So there are two other AI tools. Maybe you guys can do an AI chat, founder chat.
Oh, nice,
Yeah,
nice. Would
good guy.
be hit me up on Facebook. Would be nice to connect.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's got a couple of platforms out there right now. Let's see. Can it distinguish between multiple speakers and correctly assign dialogue in the transcript?
Great question. This is something that's we're just finishing all the testing. It's something that we'll be adding in the next 2 weeks. At the moment, we don't offer it, but it's coming very, very soon.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's probably Jay. Yeah, laughing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I believe it is GDPR compliant, right?
Yes, it is GDPR compliant. Yeah.
Alberto say
It is
Jay is
awesome.
horrible. He doesn't like him. He likes him. they
Here we
just
go.
they just did a live last week, a great live stream on there on this one. We will chat. All right. Hey Jay, don't forget
Nice.
about me. I gotta push me out and take my friends here. Let's see. Let's see. Another question. Good. Is it possible to integrate with Dubair? Like we create a video and get into blog.
Um,
That's Jay's tool actually, with dubbing, with videos. So maybe
mhm.
somehow, I'm sure you could copy paste from WhisperTranscribe and put it into Dubair, but that's something you guys can maybe do an integration.
Yeah, it could be interesting. So in general, we provide all like common subtitle formats, and I think most video platforms will allow you to just upload those as subtitles. So it should be possible to do it with our app as well. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if we have any more questions. I think that's all the questions we're getting in so far. Let's see. Here we go. No. Oh, he's over in YouTube now. All right, Victor, you're going over there now.
Nice.
Can we write one blog in multiple languages?
Um, uh, I think you can if you just change the prompt that you use. So if you have like your normal prompt, you do it in English, and then you write a second prompt and you just write that prompt in the language that you want the blog post to be in. And maybe like you add, write this in language XY in the prompt, then I think it should generate a content in the like in the language that you request. So
Okay.
that should work, yeah.
Facebook is being a pain in the butt lately. Yep, I know. Facebook. I'm surprised the comments are even showing up on this live stream because we've had problems in the past where it's not displaying the comments or the comment would just get deleted. So at least they fixed that part. This, like you said, this could be used on multiple devices, like on our own devices, correct?
Yes, that is right. So you can use it on as many devices as you want. You will obviously share the like the minutes that you have, depending on like the plan you're on. But you can use it as on many devices as you want. One caveat to this is we don't have a phone app; it's all a desktop app.
Okay, let's see.
Also, let me see in case
I'm
you
interested
guys want to
in.
do us. Oh, can I actually also chat, or is that not possible? Let me see.
I think you can. I think you have to go through Facebook. Oh no, you should be able to type a message on
Huh.
the bottom right, maybe in the live chat. It says type your message. I see it on my end. I'm not sure if you can.
Let me see. No, I don't think I can.
Oh, okay.
All
Uh,
right. I thought just to post, in case anyone is interested, and they can use our AppSumo link.
oh yeah, yeah. I posted it. Let me see. I posted it in the chat. I'll post it again for you too.
Yeah. And if you guys want to do us a favor, please feel free to use the link I posted in the Facebook event, I think. Just
Okay.
because I think it will like change how much we get, what percentage goes
Oh,
to
okay.
AppSumo,
No,
what percentage
that's
goes
yeah.
to so
That's
help
important.
the small entrepreneur over the big AppSumo gods.
I know. AppSumo, yeah, they take a big chunk. And he plans to integrate with other AI models in the future.
Um, so yes, we will likely add DeepGram. That will also allow us to do the speaker recognition for the transcriptions, and that will then be like a setting before you transcribe which model you want to use. In terms of LLMs, at the moment we are not really planning to add anything except for GPT 3.5 and 4, just because we've been seeing quite good results with those to models, but maybe in the future, if something better or faster or just something more suitable for a specific use case emerges, then it's going to be very likely that we'll add that as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I'm interested. All right, Jay. I'm a Hindi writer. Will it work in Hindi?
I think so. Let me just double check the languages. I don't have all of them. Um, yes, it does work in Hindi.
Cool. Rouhani's here. I don't see it. I see it on his comment on Facebook, but it's not showing up on the
I think
chat.
maybe already went to bed. Good
I
night, Rouhani. Good night.
only focus on Chat GPT model. Will it always use the newest model?
So it very much depends what deal you have. At the moment, for our AppSumo customers, we only offer GPT 3.5, just because anything else would just completely destroy us financially, I think.
Yeah.
But with the tier 2 on AppSumo, you can add your own API key, and then we'll also make that in the future possible to add other API keys
Yeah.
as we go.
The tier two with the bring your own key is definitely
Exactly.
key because it's a lot of people want to use
And
score.
yeah, and I mean, like in terms of our normal subscription model, we will always add like the most powerful model to our app. So
You'll
all
keep
our
up to date.
subscribers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And with
absolutely.
people that purchase from AppSumo in the future, when you update, it will update their deal also, or is it going to be mapped to a
Yes.
different plan? Okay.
I mean, yes, insofar as we don't add features that like significantly increase our costs.
Yeah.
Yeah, because obviously with like the hundreds of users that we have here, the lifetime deal, we can't add all the features that will just
For that, yeah, we've been seeing this pattern where, especially with the AI tools, that you can't predict the future. It's changing constantly. Some of the AI tools I have from last year, I don't use anymore because things have evolved. So my advice to people that are interested in buying this tool is to use it. A lot of people in the LTD community, they'll buy the shiny object and they put it on a shelf. They don't use it. You got to use it because it works. It works great for me right now. It makes life a lot easier, and I already got my money's worth back, in return. Just it's not much to what it can do and make the process easier, and skipping a lot more steps that you would have to in ChatGPT and using other tools in the OpenAI, Whisper, and etc. So use
Yeah.
the tool. How is it different from Happy Scribe? I don't know if you're familiar with Happy Scribe. Very popular.
Yeah, not very familiar with Happy Scribe, but I think the key differentiator is that I think our transcriptions are probably a little bit better than Happy Scribe, just because
Yeah.
we just pay a bit more for the model that we use, and our key kind of value proposition is to really create content for you. I'm not sure if Happy Scribe does that. I don't think
And
so. I think
I haven't used Happy Scribe in a while. It's very good. I think also there's a video element where it shows the video, plays the video while it's the transcription. I don't know. Are you adding any video features maybe or?
Yes, that is also on our roadmap. So I think there's like two elements to this. One, I think to just make it easier to go through the video, so you see
Yeah.
it right in the app and you can play it back. And then the second part to this is to also create video content where we give you recommendations of what maybe the highlights of your episode,
Oh,
and to
great.
help you just create the right format and already kind of pre-select the content that will likely perform the best
It would be
for.
great. I mean, it's a little different, but to have the video in there, and then from the transcription, you highlight the text, and then you clip the video.
Yeah,
And then
that
you have
is
the video saved. And some tools have that. It's a little more expensive, obviously, but it's a nice bonus. To just clip
yeah,
videos and that's it. Or do something with it.
yeah, yeah, that is exactly actually what we want to implement. And then on top of it, probably have like some suggestions of what might be the most interesting parts of your video based on like the audio intelligence that we have, and kind of being able to already somewhat predict what is engaging, what is not engaging. So this is one of the big items that we'll
Oh,
be
nice.
working
On
on
the
in Q1,
roadmap.
and probably launch at the beginning of Q2.
Oh, wow. Excellent. Does it have webhooks?
So do you mean if you can access it via API?
Yeah, I think that's what they're saying to like integrate with other things. Not yet, right?
No,
Webhooks?
not
No.
yet. And also, so far, we haven't really seen enough demand for it.
Yeah.
We'll consider anything where there's a lot of demand from our users.
Okay.
Um,
Do you have an upvote thing on your roadmap, maybe, or like some tools do that where they have a voting, but you got to be
yeah,
careful with that because something might get upvoted that you don't want to do.
yeah. No, it's something we don't have at the moment, but
Okay.
probably something that we will have in the future. Obviously, like for us, it's also a bit tricky because how do you prioritize AppSumo users versus subscribers in terms of like selecting features? Because yeah, of course, AppSumo is amazing for to get started, but in the long term, we need to focus on our subscribers. That's the main reason why we haven't switched to like the voting model, but
Okay.
we're considering it. Yeah.
Okay. Like the Star Wars Adventures. Oh yeah, I have like toys in the back. I have two
Nice.
little girls and they want to play with the Star Wars stuff, but I was like, that's daddy's toys. You have your toys over there. These are my toys high on the shelf. Thanks, Alberto. Yeah, it's an Indiana Jones hat, which I bought. I wore it one day and I said, boy, I look stupid. So I don't wear it. I just keep it back there. 150 transcription minutes per month. Is there any words every minute? Is it higher now than 150 on the deal? Originally, did your
Uh,
deal launch at a lower limit and then you raised it, or
no, no. So there's two tiers. First tier is 150 transcription minutes for AppSumo, and the second tier is 750 minutes. And is there any words every minute?
it's just per
So
minute,
you
right?
exactly. So there is like the words doesn't really matter.
So if you talk really fast like me, you get more money's worth. But if you talk very slow, it's gonna drag.
Exactly.
I mean, I got the 150 first, and I do a lot of YouTube videos, and they're short, like 10 minutes to 10 minutes. It goes a long way. I might not hit those limits most months, but again, the tier two was more appealing because I could switch to ChatGPT 4, and do more. Just if I needed to.
Yeah.
Say I scale, if you're going to scale this, you have a business that you're doing, you have a YouTube business and you want to scale in the future and you don't know how many team members you might have on board, then yeah, the higher plan would make more sense just for the key, you know. But you get those included credits of 750, which is great, so you don't have to switch over. You can switch back and forth.
Yeah.
How does the app ensure the confidentiality and privacy of the audio and generated content? So privacy, it's local, but you save something on your cloud for a bit condensed.
So no, we don't. So at the moment, there is nothing on our cloud. So the only thing that we do on our server is cut up the video, and then right away delete it again. The part that is maybe interesting to you, Philip, is that we use OpenAI. So obviously, our privacy policy is to some extent dictated by what OpenAI does. I mean, as we're using the APIs, I think it's different to ChatGPT, and they promise some more privacy. And I think that they don't use the data that you generate with our app to feed it back into their own models. But yeah, of course, you're still subject to the privacy policies also of OpenAI.
Victor, since it's capable of converting transcription into content such as blog posts, can it be trained with additional materials to build better context?
Um, at the moment, not really. So, I mean, you can add some examples in the prompt itself that is like additional context, but we are not fine-tuning the model at the moment at all. So this is just like the out-of-the-box GPT-4 Turbo or 3.5, depending on which deal you are on.
Amen. How does the software handle technical jargon, slang, and idioms?
Very well. I think it's very accurate. And then, I mean, in like edge cases, if you have like something that is very, very specific to your industry or your niche that you're in, then you can always add like the custom spelling, and then that usually works like almost 100% of being able to pick up those things, even if it's very niche.
Let's see, Victor. Transcribe multiple content in batches.
Yes, you can queue up as many different files as you want. There is a bit of a loading time, of course, but you can.
Okay. Can you provide more details about how to edit the edit function works? For instance, the transcripts can be edited within the app and does the editing tool support real-time collaboration?
Um, so uh, the so let me just go over your question again. Um, yes, so the transcript can be edited within the app. At the moment, we're actually also adding kind of like a mass find and replace functionality that will make that even a bit more easy still. And one side note to this is that as we've built it with privacy in mind, the app currently lives on your computer. So also, if there is no user management between accounts, so like the content that you have in your app will not be shared with someone else that is on the same account as you. Um, yeah, this is something that we'll also be working on to be able to share that between accounts or between devices, but currently that's not possible.
Okay.
And also, by the way, will likely not become something that will be available for AppSumo users, just because it's one person,
Yeah.
and then maybe you can share it between devices, but you can't add additional users to your AppSumo
That
deal.
would be a team plan, I guess you would add later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay. Victor, let's say I want to write a sales copy based on content from certain YouTube videos. Can it do that from the transcriptions?
Yes, it can. I think it does work very well with these kind of things. So go ahead, try it out. By the way, we do have also, you can just download our app. You get 80 free minutes, so you can just play around with it a little bit,
Oh, great.
and yeah, just
Free
see how it
trial.
works.
Yeah. And then to contact you, you have the contact on the website through AppSumo. You're responding, I see there, to all the questions.
Yeah,
And then, yeah, however else.
yeah, and feel free to also just hit me up on Facebook or
On
wherever
Facebook.
you find
Yeah.
me. Uh,
What is your roadmap? Do you have a link on your website to the roadmap?
Yes, I think we do. But very quickly, I think, as you said, AI companies move fast. What are our plans in Q1? First one is speaker recognition. We'll launch in the next 2 weeks. Then after that, we'll have more powerful ways of like editing your content with AI. So like just having some pre-settings in terms of how long should the content be, what kind of style do you want to use. Maybe that you can paste an example of what good looks like to you or your own brand voice, these kind of things.
Yeah.
Then we'll have as a next part sharing files between devices and users. And then after that, like the big part that will probably roll over into Q2 is the whole editing of videos and getting like shorts and yeah, just videos that you can share on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, etc., right in the app based on the video that you uploaded initially.
Okay. Where you see yourself after 6 months and compare to Happy Scribe. A lot of Happy Scribe fans out there.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Happy Scribe, so I can't
Yeah.
do the direct comparison. But I would imagine their key focus is on really transcribing stuff, and I think our key focus is really on creating content and becoming that one platform that lets you repurpose your videos and your audios and share it across different channels and different mediums. And that is where we will be in 6 months, I think, where
Do
we
you
just have
do
all
you
the different
ever check
options.
out competitors in the space, or are you friends with
Yes.
anybody in the space that you guys kind of say, "Hey, what's going on over here? What are you doing?" To kind of, I have an art background, so
Yeah.
back in the day, all the artists would get together, even in the French Impressionist period. If you remember, they would all get together and say, "What are you working on?" "Oh, I'm working on this painting." Not giving away too much, but they would kind of inspire each other, ways to
Yeah.
say, "Oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, look, this tool's doing that. Maybe we should do this also." Do you ever like peek over and say, "I wonder what this guy's doing,"
I
without
mean,
getting
we definitely look at what our competitors
yeah,
do and like kind of see what their strategy is a bit,
yeah, yeah.
but I'm not in direct contact with any
Oh,
one of
yeah,
those.
okay, yeah. And they're probably looking at what you're doing, so
Yeah.
watching the stream and saying, "This is interesting." Hello, hey. He's the one
Hello.
that wins. He's the one that wins all the giveaways. Every time there's a live stream, this guy wins them all.
Nice.
Nice guy though. Appreciate the free trial offer. Yeah.
Awesome. Looking forward to hear what you think about it, Victor. Please hit me up.
Am I visible? Of course you are. The man we don't speak of. We want justice. Yeah. Everybody's like, what's going on? He's here again. He's gonna win something. Yeah, but I don't know if we got more questions. I don't want to keep you on too long, because we all have to work, right?
Indeed.
I'm on the clock. I took lunch to do this. That's why I put the Max Places logo up there. That's the agency I work at. We do SEO work. So if anyone needs any SEO work, we also build websites. Anything you need, just figured I'd mention that. So my boss is happy.
Nice.
And yeah, we were talking about possibly doing a giveaway.
Yeah,
I don't
definitely.
know.
So I think like the giveaway we discussed is kind of a special tier for WhisperTranscribe, where you get the license to our app, and you can add your own API key, and then you can use as much as you want. You still have to pay for your own API costs, but it gives you access to a lot of cool features that I think are not accessible to a lot of our other users. So that was the plan.
He just wants to do it.
And I think Towit is going to win it, right?
Oh yeah, I think we have to give it to him. I mean, we would have a riot, a problem. I don't know if we could pick the question, or I could ask a question and whoever answers first. We usually have a wheel, but let's change it up. Let's have fun, you know. Let's see. One more question. Can I transcribe YouTube video using its link?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think I have another one. Auto scroll. See another question, but I don't know why some questions aren't coming through. Some are on Facebook and they're not coming through here. So, yeah, I guess we could give it away to whoever answers. Where is Laurin from? And if you could name the city, that would be bonus. Let's see if they're still on. If you remember where he's from. Now they're all like, thinking.
Quickly looking at LinkedIn.
Chicago. That's where Alberto's from. Let's see. No? Do you know? Let's see. We'll give him a little more time. Thanks, Laurin. Europe. That's a start. But
that is indeed a start.
That's good. That's good. But which country and city? Well, you know, I bet you. Some people should know. UK? No. UK. Australia? No.
I wish, then I wouldn't have snow at the moment, I think. So, unfortunately, not Australia.
Oh, Austria. Oh, my God. He won. Oh, man. He was the first one. Sorry. It was fair. No, a couple guys came in late. Oh, man. Sorry. All right. So, the one that we don't mention won. He's a good guy. I got the first one. I see someone who came in with AU after, but Alberto from Oswego. Oh, he's there. So yeah. All right. So congrats. This guy's good. Hey, at least he was paying attention. Do you know what city? All right. You get another full stack. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So that's good. I guess he can contact you on Facebook, message you.
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
Congrats. Congrats, Tawid, on that. Are there any more questions or anything else you want to say, Laurin? You have the link that you'd like people to use. You could put it on Facebook right now, or send it to me. Send it to me, and we'll put it in after, so people can use that link to purchase. People can reach out to you on Facebook. Is that okay to message you, or rather contact?
Yeah, you can either contact me at laurin.wirth@whispertranscribe.com or LinkedIn or Facebook. I'm available.
Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks for doing this. This was a lot of fun, right? I think you had a good time. Wasn't too bad, right?
No, I really enjoyed it, and it was really nice to get all your questions, and I think a lot of good input from you guys.
Yeah,
so, thanks a lot.
Definitely, yeah. Thanks a lot, and thanks everyone for joining us. And we'll do this again soon. All right, go check out WhisperTranscribe, AppSumo, lifetime deal. When is it ending?
I think we still have until the 14th of February. So
Valentine's Day. All right, and it's ending. All right, so buy your special someone for Valentine's Day. WhisperTranscribe. See you, everybody. Bye.
All right. Thank you. Bye. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks.